baby chicks. So I'm going to show you a little bit about the process and show you some of our chicks. Don't mind what I look like, I just woke up. But okay, so right here is we have our tank where all the 20 of the baby chicks are stored with their mulch, food, water feeders, and bread heat lamp. So there are 20 baby chicks here. We weren't planning for all of them to hatch, so we didn't have that big of a container ready for all 20 of them. Right now, when they're this small, it's okay. But we weren't expecting them to be all 20 hatch. So we were thinking like maybe 50% hatch rate, saying it's our first time. But no, 100% hatch rate. So we're going to show you a couple of them. But I'll first tell you like a little bit of like how it works. So when they're first in the incubator, they're in there for about 3 weeks. And when they, and then you candle them every so often. And then, which is where you take like an LED flashlight. We had to make like a little medicine cup cone for the dark colored eggs, like the copper marins, so the light can shine through. And then you take that and you just like check to make sure there's growth. And then you have the incubator. On day 18, you put them in lockdown. You crank up the humidity and you put it, and you don't open it again. You don't candle them because they will be hatching in the next couple days. So, and then when they make their pip hole, the first chicken to make a pip hole, which is the first initial hole they crack in their egg, it's called a pip hole. And when they make that, it's a sign for all the others to start making their pip holes, which did happen for us too. And then they start making their called unzipping, which is where they start pecking around where they first made their pip hole and start pecking around to unzip the egg, theoretically. So they did that, and then they hatch, and they people describe them as like dead, wet, drowned baby chicks. Baby T-Rexes, which was quite accurate. But we had that, and then I just lost my voice there. And then we transferred them because there was 20 chickens in 20 eggshells. Like after the first 5 hatched, there was still 15 eggs in there, plus all the chicks, plus the broken eggshells. It was just too chaotic. So we started transitioning after every 5 to this tank. But now we're going to go through and show you guys some of these guys, now that you know a little bit about the process. So we're going to go ahead. We've been trying to get them used to people, because if you want them to be pretty friendly, you want them around a lot of people. So we've been having lots of neighbors and friends over, and we'll be having, I think, more over either today or tomorrow. But here is this first one. This guy is only 3 days old this morning, 3 days old. This is Batman, because we named it Batman because I was like all yellow and then black around its eyes. We don't know the breeds for most of them, except for 2. There's one that's a straight Americana, and there's one that is, I just got pooped on. And there's one that is a straight Western. Let me go clean off this poop though. Alright, I'm back. Alright, clean off it. And there's one, as I just said, there's one that is a straight Americana and straight Western. And we have a good idea of what the straight Western one is and the straight Americana are. But the rest of them are barnyard mixes, like this little baby. And so there is that little guy. We're not going to show you all of them because that would take quite a while. We're going to show you some of the ones that have names and some of the ones that are just my favorite in general. And then we have Penguin. We have Penguin here because it looks like a little baby penguin. Little penguin right here. This is Penguin. Penguin is one of the younger ones. She hatched around in the middle. She wasn't the firstborn, but she was also the lastborn. And Remy has been getting along really well with them because we have chickens and ducks. And he loves them. But I did take him a while once he became a duck hunting and dog to get used to. We were worried that he was going to attack like our chickens and ducks after he became a duck hunting dog. No, he's fine with them. And he actually loves the chickens, these little baby chicks. He's just so curious because he's never seen them at this size. he can go in the run with our chickens and ducks. And if our chickens or ducks are outside their run, then he's fine with them. He's a very sweet boy, and he leaves them perfectly alone. And there is a quail running across our yard, and he is very curious because he's sitting right next to me. Remy, come say hi. Remy, come on, say hi. Let's see your faces. Come here. Come here. Remy, poke your head up. Yep, there's my puppy. He is very curious, and he has not tried to eat them, but we still want to be cautious because he could easily hurt it, kill it. So we have Penguin there, and then we had Nutmeg, which is, don't tell the others. Oh, I just bumped their heat lamp. Then we have Nutmeg, which is my favorite. Come on, Nutmeg, show your face. Hey, Remy, back off. And then we have Nutmeg. This is this one, or there's one other that is probably the pure Welsummer. And the Welsummer females have very, very different detailing than the males. So we're pretty sure that one of the two is the females, the two ones that look like Welsummers, because they have like the Welsummer arrow on their head. They have like eyeliner, and they have all the black, like all the dark browns. Most Welsummer roosters don't have, which we don't want roosters because it's just a little too noisy for us, and it'd be too much work having to make sure that we don't have chicks, hatch chicks, because we love the chicks, but it would be pretty chaotic. So we have Nutmeg right there, and then we have Katara. Where's Katara? This is little Katara, baby girl. Hopefully baby girl. I named Katara after Avatar, because me and my friend have a very deep obsession with, not obsession, but we both love it so much, and I was like, I wanted to name the chick after like her, and then I was like, I really don't want to like name the chick as her name because that would sound a little weird. So I was like, what's something we both love? And then I thought of Avatar, and I was like, Katara, that's a girl's name, and it kind of matched because Katara kind of has like brownish black hair, and the chick has brownish black hair. So we have Katara here. And then we have Angel. Let me get Angel out for you guys. Where is Angel? Let me take my hand out until I find Angel. And then we have two chicks that kind of look like Batman, look very similar. But the smaller one is Angel. This one is Angel. And some of them do have fluffy feet, and Angel is one of them. But this is Angel, which is the one named after my other friend, because I was like, what's something that reminds me of my other friend? Because I wanted to name it after my other friend, but I didn't want to name it its name, her name. So I was like, what's something that reminds me of her? And then I was like, Stitch, because she loves Stitch. And then I was like, but Stitch isn't a girl's name, and I like kind of praying that they're girls. So it was like Angel. Angel is like Stitch's, like is in Lilo and Stitch, and she loves Angel just as much as she loves Stitch. Honestly, she might like them a little more. Maybe not. But she loves Angel too. So we have Angel. And then we have our only blonde one out of this whole batch. Out of all 20, right here. This is Sandy. This is one of my mom's chicks. This is Sandy. She's a very sweet girl. So far, she's showing only signs of being a girl. She's not getting her comb yet or anything. But she is a little more scaredy than the other ones. So she does take a minute of getting used to. So we have her. And then we have, I'll show you the firstborn and my grandma's, and that will basically be what I'm going to show you. And then the firstborn is this one. It does not have a name yet. Oh, okay. like this one does not like being grabbed that often. This one does not like being like held, like picked up. Like it's fine with being in your hand, but even if you pick it up in the most gentle way possible. Here's the second one being picked up. But here we go. Here is the firstborn. And then this one does not have a name yet. And all the ones that are roosters we will be keeping. Hopefully. If there's way more hens than we thought there would be, then we're going to probably have to give some away. But so we have that little girl. And then we have my grandma's chicken. Where's my grandma's? My grandma's is this one right here. It's basically pure black one. Except for the little tuft of fur right there. But this is my grandma's black one. She named it BB. But yeah, this one's my grandma's. I love this one, and I kind of wish it was my grandma's, but it is. That is my grandma's. But yeah, guys, that is all I have for you today. I love you always. Bye!